Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. This will be about a 15-minute slow flow Vinyasa practice with a focus on the feet, the legs, and bringing in some grounding earth energy. So bring yourself into a comfortable space to begin your practice. I'll just pause here for a moment so you can find a comfortable seat. Bring yourself into child's pose or find a little mini shavasana. Lie down on your back or your belly or your side and close your eyes. Take a moment to arrive, to shed off the rest of your day. Let go of everything else and allow yourself to just be here right now, present for yourself and your yoga practice. Check in to see how you're feeling mentally, emotionally, energetically, physically. And as always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself. Show yourself some love, some TLC. Slowly begin to flutter your eyes open. We'll begin to start moving. You can find your way into a table position on your hands and knees. Spread your fingers, right down through your finger pads. Claw the mat with the finger pads. And then we'll roll through a few rounds of cat-cow, inhaling as you lift the heart, lift the tail. Exhaling as you press into the hands, round up through the back. And roll through it a few times just to begin to loosen up the hips and the spine. Bring yourself to your table position. Now tuck your toes under, press down into the hands, lift the hips up and back. And glide yourself up into downward dog. You can start with a bigger little bend in the knees here. So you find that nice alignment through the spine, the natural curves of the spine. And then find what you like here. A few deep breaths and stillness or movement. Feel into your body. Breathe. Now bend your knees and crouch yourself down into tiger dog and then glide your hips up. Downward dog. Again, bend the hips, crouch down. Glide the hips up, downward dog. Bend the knees, crouch it down. And this time when you send your hips up to downward dog, send your right leg up also. Three-legged dog. Press down through the fingers. Root down through that left heel. Reach up through that right foot. Lift up through your armpits. Release that right foot down to the mat. Bend the knees and crouch it down. Send that left leg up. Three-legged dog. Release that left foot back down to the mat. Again, bend the knees, crouch down. We'll send the right leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, draw it into your chest. Begin to shift yourself forward, coming into a plank. Press into the hands. Hug that knee up into the chest. And then back you come, three-legged dog. Release that right foot down to the mat. Bend your knees and crouch down. Now send that left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that left knee. Bring it forward into your core plank. And then glide that left leg up and back again, three-legged dog. Release that foot down to the mat. Walk, float, hop yourself up to the top of the mat. Bring it into a forward fold. Belly to thighs, fold it in. Release the head. Shake, nod the head. Maybe grab elbows if you like. Sway the arms side to side, or you can just have the fingers down on the mat. You can rock your hips from side to side. And then bring yourself to center. Hands to the hips, press into the feet. Lift yourself all the way up to stand. Palms together at the heart. Arms reach up. Release the arms down. Bring the palms back together at the heart again. Again, reach the arms up. And now we'll fold from the hips. Soften the knees, fold it back in, forward fold. Now bring it halfway up to a flat back. Press your fingers into shins or thighs or to the mat. Lift up through the belly. Reach long out through the crown of the head. Fold yourself back in, press into the feet, rise all the way up. Palms come together overhead. Hands come back down to your heart. Reach the arms up. Fold yourself back in, forward fold. Let's bring it halfway up to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Now this time, hands come down to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. Press into the hands. Keep the belly lifted. And then lower knees down to the mat. Lower down, pubic bone, pelvis, belly, torso all the way down to the mat. You can lift the heart, baby cobra, elbows hug in towards the rib cage and release it down. Tuck your toes, press into the hands and send yourself up and back, downward dog. Step or hop it back up top of your mat, fold it in. Press into the feet, rise all the way up, palms together overhead, and then hands back down to your heart. Again, reach the arms up. Fold yourself back into that forward fold, halfway lift to that flat back. Plant your hands, step yourself back to plank. Lower knees, lower it down, pubic bone, belly, torso. Either lift your heart up, baby cobra, or press into the hands and lift your heart a little bit higher, coming into your full cobra. And then lower back down. Tuck the toes. Send the hips up and back, downward dog. Step or hop up top of your mat. Fold it back in, ragdoll. Halfway up, flat back. Fold yourself in, press into the earth, rise up, palms together overhead, and back to the heart. Let's do it again. Arms reach up. Fold it in. Halfway lift. Plant the hands down. Step it back to plank. You either stay in your plank and we'll lower down into Chaturanga. Or, again, you drop the knees down to the mat and come up through your cobra, baby cobra or full cobra. If you'd like to take it into Chaturanga, roll it forward on your toes, bend your elbows, lower yourself about halfway down, but keep the shoulders above the level of the elbows. And then come onto the tops of the feet. Keep the thighs lifted. Pull the heart forward for upward dog. Find your way back into your downward dog. Step or hop it up top of the mat. Fold it in. Halfway lift. And then fold in. Press into the earth. Come all the way back up. Palms together overhead. Hands come back down to the heart. Let's go again. Reach the arms up. Fold it in. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. And then you step it back to plank and find your flow here. Either lower the knees down, come all the way down to the belly, find your cobra, or again, you find your chaturanga, low push-up, into your upward dog. From your downward dog, crouch down. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bring that right knee forward into the chest, shift it forward, core plank. Step that right foot through to that right thumb. Drop that left heel to the mat. Keep that right hip hugging back as you lift up. Bend that right knee, warrior one. Few deep breaths here. Hands come down to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. And you find your flow. We'll meet back in downward dog. Crouch it down into your tiger dog. Send that left leg up. Bend that left knee. Take it forward, core plank. Step that left foot through. Drop that right heel to the mat. Left hip hugs back as you lift it up. Bend that left knee. Warrior one. Hands come back down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop it up top of your mat. Fold it in. Bring it halfway up to that flat back. And then fold back in. Press into the earth, rise up. Palms together, hands to heart. Reach up, fold it in. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, you step it back. Follow your flow. Meet in downward dog. Crouch it down. Send the left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that left knee, come forward. Step the left foot through. Drop that right heel to the mat. Bring it back up into your warrior one. Bend that left knee. From your warrior one, we'll take it into a high lunge. Begin to roll up onto the ball of that right foot. Bend that right knee, so both knees are bent here. Keeping the pelvis in a neutral position, begin to straighten that back leg. Arms up. Hands to the mat, step it back to plank. Find your flow. Crouch it down, tiger dog. Send the right leg up. And that right knee, take it forward, core plank. Step right foot through, drop that left heel. Warrior one again. Right hip pulls back as you lift it up. Bend that right knee. We'll take it into a high lunge. Begin to roll up onto the ball of that left foot. Bend that left knee. Then slowly begin to straighten that left leg. Still up on the ball of that left foot. Left heel is lifted. Arms reach up. Hands come down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop or float up to the top of your mat. Fold it in, forward fold. Bring it halfway up. Fold back in, root into your feet, come all the way up. Palms together overhead, hands back to heart. Reach the arms up. Fold it in. Halfway up, flat back. Plant your hands, find your flow. From your downward dog, crouch it down. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, shift it forward, core plank. Right foot steps through. This time stay up on the ball of your left foot. Bend that left knee, so both knees bent here. Hug the right hip back, begin to peel yourself up. High lunge. And begin to straighten that back leg. Reach the arms up. Few deep breaths here. Rooting down through the feet. Feeling really strong through the legs. And then hands back down to the mat. Step yourself back to plank. And again, find your flow. From your downward dog, crouch it down, send that left leg up. Bend that left knee, shift it forward, core plank. Left foot steps through. Stay up on the ball of your right foot. Bend that right knee. Press into the earth, peel yourself up. Straighten that right leg. Arms reach up. Hands to the mat, step it back to plank. Find your flow. Step or hop it up top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, and then fold it in. Root into the feet, come all the way up. Hands come back to the heart. One more round. Reach it up. Fold it in. Halfway lift. Hands to the mat. Find your flow. From your downward dog, crouch down. Send the left leg up. Bend the left knee, shift it forward, core plank. Step that left foot through. Stay up on the ball of your right foot. Bend that right knee. Hug the left hip back, peel up. Reach the arms up. Straighten that back leg. Hands back down to the mat, step it back. Find your flow. And then we meet back in downward dog, crouch it down. Tiger dog, send that right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, shift it forward. Step the right foot through. Stay up on the ball of the left foot. Bend that left knee, press into the feet, lift yourself up. And begin to straighten that back leg, arms reach up. Hands to the mat, step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, pedal out the legs, find any movement you like. Rock the hips, or just pause here in stillness and breathe. Lower your knees down to the mat. Take the knees wide. Big toes coming towards each other behind you. Send your bum back to your heels. Child's pose. Rest your forehead down on the mat or make a little pillow with your arms. You have the arms extended out in front, or bring the arms back alongside the feet and the shins. then slowly bring yourself up. Come back up to sit on your heels. Drop over to one hip. Swing your legs around. Bring yourself into a comfortable seat. Palms together at the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. With love and gratitude, namaste.